marker. All right. Now I've been bugging you guys a lot about this secret mission requirement, so why don't we actually go on the secret mission and see what the fuck it's about. Secret scenario. Private mission. The mechanic crew is reporting that some support with VTX overhauls for all units are generally complete. Nonetheless, if we keep up our arsenal at its current level, it will be an uphill battle now that DUND is attacking us in earnest. Yes, ma'am, we could use more power-ups across the board. Technical problems are one thing. The real hurdle here is money. Relying on VTX and the Senpuchi concern will only get us so far. Can we get Councilman Pressbun to put in a word about diverting some Federation forces budget our way? That'd be a tall order. The Brats don't look kindly on the Infinite Haven in general. Really? I'd say easily over half of them take issue with Councilman Pressbun for supporting us. The Dawn Assembly he leads has been trying to sow the seeds of reform in places that have been taboo prior to now. I'm sure a lot of people have good reason to be afraid of losing when in the event the government or military reforms. Of course they'd be wary of him. They're a bunch of tight asses, if you ask me. Who's gonna care about the government's problems if the whole Earth gets screwed over? The point is that as far as monetary concerns go, we're largely on our own. In that case, I have a timely piece of information for you. Welcome aboard, Pross. It's nice to see you again, Captain. I hear that all the original Nadesco crew I scouted out have been doing quite nicely. That's Mr. Prospector from Nurgle. He's basically Nadesco's corporate handler. That's a lot about him and it's in the dark. I understand you came with a message from Akatsuki? Yes, ma'am. The CEO has a job for you all. Look, we're more or less soldiers now, so we're not much in position for that stuff. I could offer you a referral to the Takeo General Company, the Cowboys, or VTX Special Section 3 if you're interested. Ah, silly me. That was a poor choice of words on my part. It's more of an informal request than an actual job assignment. But I think you'll find it rather tricky if you don't bring the whole Infinite Haven for this one. Tricky how? Could you tell me more? Certainly. The CEO's request for you is to wipe out a Martian successor stronghold. Only get to deploy 12 units this time, and as much as Tornado Rex is amazing, skipping on it, I am only bringing folks who are not aced this time. Because we are behind on where I would like some of our aces to be. Of course, we have to bring Akito and Domon, so Domon's gonna not do much. This whole abandoned area is a Martian successor stronghold? To be more precise, it's a testing site for their supporters, the Crimson Group. I get it now. The Crimson Group is a rival corporation in Nurgle's eyes. So basically that long-haired pretty boy wants us to deal with his problems for him. I'm not going to bother pressing the button on that, but that's long-haired pretty boy is a dude who refuses to wear a shirt, but is a CEO. And he's the one in charge of Nurgle, technically. Of course he does. Nurgle's in free fall with the Crimson Group applying pressure. Which is why he's having us fall for him for free. Well, we can't exactly ignore the Martian successors anyway. There you have it. I think this is an arrangement beneficial to all parties involved. They're coming out now. That's a decent number of weapons. About half of them look like they're running away, though. If they make it as far as that line there, I don't think we could catch up. Those machines are likely to be test beds for new models equipped with special parts. So if we shoot them down, we could score ourselves some parts. And letting them run is a bad idea. If the Martian successors we're talking about, screw those guys anyway. I'm gonna bust them all up and bring home a nice haul. Should Heroes of Justice really be doing this? Isn't that stealing? It's purely a byproduct of destroying Martian successors' units. With that settled, let's do this. What a motivated young man. Everyone goes through the violent phase in their youth, I guess. In Akito's case, it's mainly for the Martian successors as his biggest foe. Domon, I got this. As long as Domon's here with him, Akito should be fine. I get it. We're up against Martian successor machines that integrate boson jumping tactics. Domon's fighting alongside him isn't just for simple coordination. The rest depends on Akito. If you don't mind, everyone, I'd like to offer the modest assistance I may. Prospector is our supporter now! Thank you for your cooperation, Pros. We'll dispose of the Crimson Group for the sake of Nurgle, then... Correction, we'll wipe out the Martian successors for the sake of peace. You always did have a succinct way with words, Captain. Defeat all enemies! If they get across the line, that's fine. It doesn't hurt us. It's still annoying, though. So Prospector! Masterful Blow. It targets an enemy. Morale minus 15 to enemy unit with the highest hit points. That can be very useful. It's like a really strong daunt. All right, sell. Actually, I'm gonna have Domon probably kill people anyway, just for the fact that he's really fucking fast and up in the front. So, am I gonna get close enough to actually do stuff? You know what? Yeah, let's go all in. Pirate strategy. Cross. My apologies, Captain. Must look like I've hoodwinked you. It's alright. Salarymen have it rough. I like to think I've learned a thing or two about that by now. I appreciate that. But I won't want to leave in any lingering ill will. There's no way to maintain a relationship. Once this battle's over, I hope you won't mind if I throw you a party. Ooh. Bright's in the mood to kill some folks! Sounds like we can get some rare parts from Dow Machines here. And that's our take, huh? I'm just afraid it won't be enough to pull us out of the red. If you want my honest assessment, it put us very slightly in the black at best. So basically, we're not making much at all from this. That's something we have to deal with. We can't ignore the Martial Successors just because they're not profitable to beat. It's a tough world out there. Look, I gotta get paid somehow. It's not gonna work for free like some chump. My salary and bonuses are my pride and joy. Buster home run. Anyway, this is why I've been hyping up this mission so much. We've been real bad at getting good power parts for a long time. This is how you get good power parts. This mission right here gives you a huge boost. Enemy units approaching at high speed. It's from the Martial Successors hit squad. There you are. Wretched Nadesico, you always find some way to meddle in our affairs. Akito! Are you here to die, Akito Tenkawa? Shut up. Wow, look at the speed! He's not gonna keep it up forever. You're slow. You're not even good enough to fight me, let alone our commander. It doesn't matter. Then you shall die! What the? You're mine! So basically, Domon was just behind Akito, waiting for him to charge, and as soon as he charged, he goes in like this. Shining Finger! Just starts charging. Domon's just like, got your nose! Got the rest of you! Oh, yeah, I suppose that would be, huh? Domon. They got the edge of maneuverability, but the Black Serena's got a higher max speed. There's only one way to beat their tactics. They'll fly an extra close at max speed and get up in their faces. And then slam them as hard as you can. Akito. It's all him from here. Domon showed me that I have hope. Now it's up to me to seize it. Snipe hit. Yeah, I've only seen 1 and 2 played, and I never got around to playing any of the rest, so... I own 6, I think. So that might just be through, like, the Xbox Game Pass thing. Oh, speaking of Xbox Game Pass, I got to play some boyfriend dungeon today. Real good. Yeah, it's good so far. I'm loving it. Special beam cannon isn't Raditz. Oh, I see what you're saying, though. But he uses it just like in the Battle of Raditz. Okay, sorry. Get stronger, Akido. It's gonna be your only salvation from darkness that haunts you. Alright, that's everything. Okay, don't run. I'm okay with this. On occasion, I've been accused of such. Everybody here but Domo needs every single kill they can get. They are way behind on kills as far as I'm concerned. So, I have no problem with who they're attacking as long as they're not running away. Cool. This is gonna get Akido his ace bonus. Same as previous games. 3% damage dealt and 20% vital evasion during the enemy phase. Just these 3 left, huh? I forgot to use a supporter. Oh well. All enemies have been confirmed destroyed. The local Federation forces can handle occupied facilities. I trust that getting after that many parts, your wallets will be a little flusher. Not as much as you might think, sadly. Yes, I'm afraid this won't be enough to solve the problem in any lasting way. We barely got any income for all the hard work we put in. Boy, exec over here is right. I was a salary man, I'd be going on strike right about now. I'm with Spike on this one. Does the great Nurgle really stoop to ripping off its subcontractors? I was afraid it would come to this. In that case, you can work out the rest with him personally. Hi there, I'm Nagari Akatsuki, a CEO of Nurgle, wearing way more clothes than he normally does. Ah, it's the womanizer in Freefall. Goodness, you wound me. And here I came out in person to show my appreciation. Shut it. If you decide to come traipsing out here, that works for us. It's been a long time, Akatsuki. I've heard so much about your exploits, Captain. I would love to talk more in person. All right, then. Captain Ruri, let's see how you stack up against him. I still don't see why we have to hold this meeting outdoors. It's not every day we get an opportunity like this, so everyone is very eager to see you in person, Akatsuki. So this is the CEO of Nurgle, one of the biggest corporations in the entire Earth sphere. President Goldwyn of VTX is dignified, Maito Senpuji of Senpuji Concern is dashing, and Wada Takeo General Company is upbeat, but he's got a vibe that's... I don't know, is sleazy the right word? I'm sure he's fine, but some call him the heavyweight champion philanderer. He considers himself God's gift to women. Whatever you do not let your guard down around that guy. I'm still not entirely sure whether he's a friend or a fiend. I'm being positively demonized over here. I'd say you earned a majority of it, sir. It's nice to see you too, Irina. Likewise, Captain Ruri Hoshino. I'm delighted to see our company Nadesico's thriving in its work. You did a bang-up job out today, and that's for sure. That's the Infinite Haven for you. I bet you're real pleased with yourself. You have someone else to knock off your business rival for free. Please, I did my duty as an upstanding private citizen by passing along a tip leading to a terrorist hideout. Or are you suggesting the CEO of a major corporation has no right to do anything as a private citizen? No! I'm sorry, what was that? It was just a reflexive action, I don't know. Well, of course, a purely well-meaning tip merits an equivalent spirit of civic duty from the rest of us. Holy wow, is that your logic you're using to skip out on paying us anything? There's cheapskates, and then there's you. Expense reduction should be again at the top. That's all part of saving money. This is a motherfucker who talks to an artist and tries to get a commission, and then says it should be for, exposure. And hey, you got some rare parts out of this, so why you can't say you work entirely for free, right? That's not the point. This is a matter of human decency. Let it go, Jet. I don't think that phrase is in this guy's vocabulary. The wealthy can't afford not to quibble. The words live by, at least for me. Dear Lord, this guy is the worst. Who likes Scrooge types anyway? If ever comes to money, I swear I'll never be like this guy. Someone who is spiritually destitute in spite of all their set riches. How very saddening. A boy's anger and a girl's tears mean nothing to me. That's what it is to be rich. I question how rich you really are, Akatsuki. Huh? If you have the money and don't use it, isn't that the same as not having any at all? In fact, I'm more worried about your cash flow issues if you really have no funds at your disposal. She's got a point. Don't, Lisa. The only thing this guy has left when all his former riches are gone is the airs he puts on. You gotta respect that. You mean he's actually... How sad to only enjoy riches in virtual worlds in your heart. Alright, fine, if you insist, I'll give you a display of my prowess. Then I would like to treat this matter as an official job request from Nurgle and invoice you 10,000 for it. Hurry, I won't have you insult my wealth. 200,000! Just like the previous game, if you have a mission where this asshole gets involved, he, just gives you a bunch of money for some reason. And please, keep the change. Hell yeah! Rich guys are the best! Rich guys are so great! Thank you for your prompt payment. Here, your receipt. I feel like I just got played big time. But I do appreciate you all looking after Tenkawa. Where is he, by the way? He's still fighting even as we speak. I'll let him go, then. Send him my best, would you? I'll do just that, sir. Mr. Prospector, I'd like you to join up with the Infinite Haven and serve as liaison. I've been tracking the Martian successors on my end. You should know that they're planning a large operation very soon. Does that mean we can expect Neo Zeon to launch a full-scale attack? There's a bunch of Philistines disguising themselves as idealists. They would make poor company indeed for the Woman of Steel. Ah, so there are more of you. Oh, you and your way with words. I'll see you around, hmm? Take care of Akido, please. A large corporation of the Martian successors. So they're going to attack separately from Neo Zeon? The Infinite Haven had better mobilize to stop them. Akido, your big showdown is just around the corner. You get the idea. All that's left now is to put it into practice. Thank you for joining me for that. You changed the whole tune when you're asking someone to teach you something, huh? Your voice strikes a chord with me. What do you mean my voice? Nothing. Don't mind me. Okay, sure. Let's get moving. Hold on! They do this sometimes in Super Robot Wars, where they're like, your voice just sounds familiar to me for some reason. Where it's because it's the same voice actor for multiple characters. Is Domo's Japanese voice actor from the original Nadesico series also? Can someone IMDb that for me and check? Because I have a feeling that's the joke they just made. They do that a lot. Hokushin, I will surpass you. Yay! Because we did a secret scenario, we get to do more of this! I am happy with that. Carlos, Saizo, Sho, Angela, Joe, Koji. Camille. Congratulations, Akido. You've been officially recognized as a VTX Union Ace pilot. Is that so? Haven't exactly been fighting in search of recognition, you know. Nonetheless, this is proof of how hard you fought, Akido. I'm not interested in reflecting on my past, but if you claim this is proof of my struggle, I suppose I'll accept. Oh, Akido. What I really want, however. Got it. I'm looking forward to tasting the ramen from you and your crew, too. What? I don't know. Oh, and it sounds like they're doing more screwing and stuff downstairs. Crud. And not the fun kind, either. The power tool kind. That Akatsuki fellow really was rich, wasn't he? You think? Nergal's a mega corporation. Doesn't mean the guy's personally rich. Wow, Amy's, you're as harsh as Captain Ruri. Personally, I don't mind CEO Akatsuki one bit. He's sensitive about different things than a normal person. Other than that, he's fairly down to earth. You think? The data his secretary provided us helped him to improve the Astavalises of Subarata and the girls. He voices 2. That data would be worth 300 pack points. Akido's Black Serena got an overall power up as well, huh? Now he just has to put that power to use and strike the man down. I'm counting on you, Domon. So yeah, what they didn't specifically mention, Black Serena, Astavalice Custom, and Super Astavalice all got upgraded stats. Booster. He voices 2. Do you know what characters he voiced? Guy Daigoji. Yep, Guy Daigoji. For folks who aren't aware of the original Nadesico, because we only get to see the plot from the sequel, in the original Nadesico, Guy Daigoji is the one who taught everybody how to use their distortion fields as a weapon, because he liked a robot anime, a super robot anime where it's all about hard work and guts kind of style, and he was tired of just using a gun on every enemy that they found, and eventually it just didn't work against a specific enemy who also was using a distortion field. So he was like, nah, fuck this, I'm just gonna punch him. And he goes in, and that's where they get the distortion attack from. They all learned from Guy Daigoji. He dies in the first game. In the first series, sorry. And when he dies, Akido takes over in his mech, even though Akido at that point was the ship's cook. But yeah, a lot of people in that series get really, really inspired by Guy Daigoji, and the fact that he's the same voice actor, that's exactly the joke they were going for. So I am not at all surprised that that's how that played out. All right, we can finally get the barrier off him. He's also Beautiful Joe. Oh, okay. Well, we actually didn't get very good parts. Magnetic conings, precision scopes, and sniper kits. But that's it. We did get a booster, which one of my slower units could definitely use. All right. All right. We have some extra skill points, so let's see if we want to give them to folks. Albia. You have hit and run. I forgot about that for some reason. That'll have to do. use some of these because I haven't been using them very well. Okie dokie. Everything else is hunky dory. Alright,